Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Greek ebook before it's gone.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video and one of the most important videos of GreekPod101.com. Today we'll talk about the 25 most popular phrases that we use in Greek. So pay careful attention because you will need them.
Yeah. Hello.
Number 1. Yeah. 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 Hello.
Καλημέρα. Good morning.
Number 2. Kalimera. 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 Good morning. Greece.
Καλησπέρα. Good afternoon.
Kalispera. 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 Good afternoon. Good morning is from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. From 12 until the sunset is Kalispera, and from the sunset and after it's Kalinichta. But you are not saying to someone good night when you meet him, you tell him when you are leaving. Okay? Easy or confusing?
Καλό βράδυ. Have a good evening.
Καλό βράδυ. Καλό βράδυ. Have a good evening or have a good night.
Πώς σε λένε? What's your name?
Πώς σε λένε? What's your name? Πώς σε λένε? Πώς σε λένε? Yes, you in the corner. What's your name?
Με λένε. I'm.
Με λένε. Με λένε. I am. I'm. And your name. Με λένε Emmanuel. I'm Emmanuel. Με λένε Emmanuel. Emmanuel. In Greek edition, Emmanuel. In Latin edition or in worldwide edition, Emmanuel. This is how they know me.
Χαίρο πολύ. Nice to meet you.
Χαίρο πολύ. Χαίρο πολύ. Χαίρο πολύ. Χαίρο πολύ. Nice to meet you.
Τι κάνεις? How are you?
Τι κάνεις? Τι κάνεις? Τι κάνεις? How are you? How are you? Easy.
Είμαι καλά. Ευχαριστώ. Και εσύ? I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Είμαι καλά, ευχαριστώ. Και εσύ? Είμαι καλά, ευχαριστώ. Και εσύ? Είμαι καλά, ευχαριστώ. Και εσύ? I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Παρακαλώ. Please.
Παρακαλώ. 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 Please. Now, παρακαλώ, it has two ways of using it. Παρακαλώ, please do this for me. Θα μου δώσεις το αμάξι παρακαλώ. Θα μου δώσεις το αμάξι παρακαλώ. Can you give me the car please? Or you welcome that you put it as παρακαλώ. It's okay, it's nothing.
Ευχαριστώ. Thank you.
Ευχαριστώ. Thank you. Ευχαριστώ. 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 Thank you.
Ναι. Yes.
Ναι. 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 Yes. You will give me the car.
Όχι. No.
Όχι. 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 No. Usually you hear it from people that they are in bad mood. Usually they say yes. Don't worry. Especially when you are in summer holidays in Greece.
Ίσως. Maybe.
Ίσως. 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 Maybe.
Εντάξει. All right.
Εντάξει. Εντάξει. All right. Okay. We'll do it. Εντάξει.
Με συγχωρείτε. Excuse me.
Με συγχωρείτε. Με συγχωρείτε. Excuse me. Με συγχωρείτε.
Συγγνώμη. I'm sorry.
Συγγνώμη. 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 I'm sorry.
Τι ώρα είναι? What time is it?
Τι ώρα είναι? Τι ώρα είναι? What time is it?
Πού είναι η τουαλέτα? Where is the restroom?
These phrases are must. You have to learn them. Πού είναι η τουαλέτα? Πού είναι η τουαλέτα? Πού είναι η τουαλέτα? Where is the restroom?
Μισό λεπτό. Wait a moment.
Μισό λεπτό. Μισό λεπτό. Μισό λεπτό. Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
Πόσο κάνει αυτό? How much is this?
Πόσο κάνει αυτό? Πόσο κάνει αυτό? How much is this?
Μπορώ να έχω το λογαριασμό παρακαλώ? Could I get the check please?
Μπορώ να έχω το λογαριασμό παρακαλώ? Μπορώ να έχω το λογαριασμό παρακαλώ? Could I get the check please? Could I get the check please?
Συγχαρητήρια. Congratulations.
Συγχαρητήρια. 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 Congratulations.
Τα λέμε αργότερα. See you later.
Τα λέμε αργότερα. Τα λέμε αργότερα. Τα λέμε αργότερα. See you later. Alligator.
Αντίο. Goodbye.
Addio. 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 Goodbye. And that's the end for today. The top 25 phrases in Greek. These are the standard phrases that you will need, for sure. Hope you enjoy this video. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening or morning, no matter what is the time over there. And if you want to learn more, subscribe in greekpod101.com and see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye from Greece.
Welcome to GreekPod101.com's ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Greek. Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Χαίρομαι πολύ. Hi, I'm Chrissy. Pleased to meet you. In this series, we are going to learn basic Greek expressions. It is super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to introduce yourself in Greek. There are only 2 sentences you need to do it, but first it is important to clarify that in Greek, there is a difference between formal and informal language. Let's first see how Greek people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Χαίρομαι πολύ. Hi, I'm Chrissy. Pleased to meet you. Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Χαίρομαι πολύ. Start by saying γεια, λέγομαι, then say your name. Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Finally, say χαίρομαι πολύ. Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Χαίρομαι πολύ. And now, let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Χαίρετε, λέγομαι Χρυσή Παπαδοπούλου. Χαίρομαι πολύ για τη γνωριμία. Hello, my name is Chrissy Papadopoulou. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Χαίρετε, λέγομαι Χρυσή Παπαδοπούλου. Χαίρομαι πολύ για τη γνωριμία. So what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at this together. Ya has been substituted with the formal greeting χαίρετε, Greek for rejoice. Λέγομαι Χρυσή has not been changed. Λέγομαι stands in both cases for my name is. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Χρυσή Παπαδοπούλου. Here, you would say your full name. Finally, there is one more change to the ending. We added the words για τη γνωριμία to the phrase χαίρομαι πολύ. In informal cases, we can just say χαίρομαι πολύ, literally, I'm happy or pleased. But in formal cases, it's good to add για τη γνωριμία, which is Greek for the acquaintance, or in this case, your acquaintance. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Greek is "Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή, χαίρο πολύ." The formal way to introduce yourself is "Χαίρετε, λέγομαι Χρυσή Παπαδοπούλου, χαίρο πολύ για τη γνωριμία." Now it's time for Chris's insights. Greek people usually shake hands when they meet someone, sometimes extremely vigorously. So accompany your introduction with your best firm handshake. And if you're not sure if you have to use the formal or the informal greeting, the informal greeting "χαίρο πολύ" is not considered rude. It is acceptable and used widely even in formal situations. Do you know how we say thank you in Greek? You'll learn how to say this and many other words in the next lesson. Θα τα ξαναπούμε στο επόμενο μάθημα. See you then!
Want to speak real Greek from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GreekPod101.com.
Ωχ, η πρώην κοπέλα μου.
Α, Πέτρο, είσαι καλά?
Ναι, είμαι καλά. Αυτή είναι η κοπέλα μου η Έλλη. Είναι από την Καλαμάτα.
Ωραία, χαίρο πολύ. Είστε εδώ για διακοπές?
Ναι. Πέτρο, είμαι κουρασμένη. Πάμε στο ξενοδοχείο.
Ναι, πάμε.
Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Hi everybody, I'm Chrissy. Welcome to GreekPod101.com's ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Greek. In the last lesson, we learned how to be grateful to people by saying ευχαριστώ. In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in Greece. Είστε έτοιμοι? Are you ready? Ξεκινάμε, so let's start. The most used informal greeting is "Γεια." "Γεια." "Γεια" means hi, hello, or goodbye. We use it when we meet, but also when we leave. We should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. If you want to be more formal, you need to pay attention to the time of day. The most common phrase is "Kalimera." Kalimera. Literally, Kalimera means good day. However, we may also interpret it as good morning or good afternoon. As a rule of thumb, we can use Kalimera only during the daytime, from morning until early afternoon. During the late afternoon and evening, we say Kalispera. Kalispera. Espera or spera is ancient Greek for the part of the day after sunset. So Kalispera means good afternoon or good evening. Kalimera and Kalispera are used when we meet someone, but when we leave, we don't say them again. In this formal situation, Greek people use adio. Adio. Adio means goodbye. If you're leaving after around 8 p.m., you can say kalinichta, which literally means good night. Kalinichta. Finally, it is very common in Greek to use the informal hi we introduced in the beginning of this lesson as a parting greeting as well. Γεια. Γεια. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Greek. Let's review them all again. When greeting in an informal situation, we say γεια. When greeting in a formal situation, we say kalimera or kalispera. When leaving in a formal situation, adio. When leaving in an informal situation, γεια. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Chris's insights. In formal situations, Greek people commonly greet each other by shaking hands. On the other hand, if we meet someone we are very friendly with, we kiss each other on both cheeks. Don't be afraid to do it with your Greek friends. It's normal. During the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase "Μιλάτε αγγλικά." Do you already know it? We'll be waiting to talk about it with you in our next ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά lesson. Γεια!
Παρακαλώ.
Μία πορτοκαλάδα, παρακαλώ.
Εγώ θέλω ένα νερό.
Αυτά είναι όλα?
Ναι.
Βεβαίως. Ορίστε η πορτοκαλάδα, το νερό και ο λογαριασμός.
Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Hi everybody, I'm Chrissy. Welcome to GreekPod101.com's ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Greek. In the last lesson, we learn the most common forms of greetings in Greek. Do you remember them? In this lesson, we are going to learn a very useful phrase. Do you speak English? If you find yourself in a situation where you need assistance in English, this phrase can be a lifesaver. And because you are asking it in Greek, you can be sure that everyone will understand what you're saying, even if their answer is no. Here is the informal way to say it. Μιλάς αγγλικά? Μιλάς αγγλικά? Μιλάς is to speak and αγγλικά is English. In Greek, verbs change depending on who the subject is. The word μιλάς is conjugated from the verb μιλάω, which means to speak. By the ending s, we understand this is the second person singular. This is the informal way to say you speak. You will notice that the personal pronoun itself, the word you, is missing. This happens very often in Greek. Because the verb ending changes depending on the subject, you don't need to actually say the subject in order to be understood. To learn how to properly conjugate omega verbs like μιλάω, please look at our Absolute Beginner series on GreekPod101.com. You can find very detailed grammar lessons and resources there. We are now going to make this sentence formal. This is done by using the formal version of you, which is εσείς. If we change the word for you, we will conjugate μιλάω differently. It becomes μιλάτε. Everything else stays the same. Μιλάτε αγγλικά. Μιλάτε αγγλικά. Adding συγγνώμη, excuse me, the sentence becomes even more polite. Συγγνώμη, μιλάτε αγγλικά. Συγγνώμη, μιλάτε αγγλικά. The responses you will receive could be one of these three. Ναι, yes. Ναι. Λίγο, a little. Λίγο. Όχι, δεν μιλάω αγγλικά. No, I don't speak English. Όχι, δεν μιλάω αγγλικά. Since this last one is a negative statement, we need to say then or the before the verb μιλάω. Here you can also notice what we mentioned before. The personal pronoun εγώ, that is, I, is not used since the ending of the verb shows that it is the first person. Now it's time for Chris's insights. For those of you who are not only English speakers, you can obviously use this question with any language you need. Greek people study other European languages, so maybe you will get lucky. Just substitute αγγλικά with Italica for Italian, Russica for Russian, Hispanica for Spanish, Germanica for German. In this lesson, we mentioned the expression συγγνώμη. But did you know that this could also be used as an apology? In the next lesson, we will learn this and other ways to apologize in Greek. It's never too late to show your good manners with Greek people. I'll see you in our next ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά lesson. Yeah.
Want to speak real Greek from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GreekPod101.com.
Πέτρος Αντωνίου. Ένα δίκλινο παρακαλώ.
Βεβαίως, Αντωνίου. Λυπάμαι, δεν βλέπω την κράτησή σας.
Περίεργο.
Ναι, λυπάμαι πολύ. Θέλετε ένα δίκλινο?
Ναι, θέλουμε ένα δίκλινο για 1 εβδομάδα. Έχετε?
Έχουμε άλλο ένα δίκλινο, το 9.
Έχει ζεστό νερό?
Βεβαίως. Έχει ζεστό νερό, κλιματιστικό, τηλεόραση και μίνι μπαρ.
Πόσο κάνει?
50 ευρώ.
Yeah, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Hi everybody, I'm Chrissy. Welcome to GreekPod101.com's ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Greek. In our last lesson, we learned how to use συγγνώμη, με συγχωρείτε, and λυπάμαι when apologizing in Greek. In this lesson, we are going to learn something even more practical, how to count from 1 to 10 in Greek. And we'll learn them all in 3 minutes. 3 λεπτά. Are you ready? Let's start. 1. Ένα. 2. Δύο. τρία, τρία, τέσσερα, τέσσερα, πέντε, πέντε, έξι, έξι, επτά, επτά, οκτώ, οκτώ, εννέα, εννέα, δέκα, δέκα. Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job! What is before ένα? Do you know? Yes, it's 0. In Greek, it's μηδέν. Μηδέν. So now, you can count pretty much anything and do other useful stuff like giving your friends your cell phone number and writing down theirs. Let's see how to do that in Greek. We'll use the phrase «Ο αριθμός μου είναι», which means «my number is». Ο αριθμός μου είναι. Ο αριθμός μου είναι 6, 9, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Can you read it by yourself? 6, 9, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Okay? Great! Now it's time for Chris's insights. Like most words in Greek, numbers are gender sensitive. The numbers we learn today are used when counting neuter objects. The masculine and feminine numbers are almost the same, but with slight differences for the numbers 1 through 4. We won't get into this for now, since with the neuter numbers, you can do most things. Even if you use the wrong gender, Greeks will understand you. Do you know the Greek word for 100? If you don't worry. In the next lesson, we are going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Greek. Your task now is to practice the numbers we studied in this lesson from 1 to 10. I'll be waiting for you in our next ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά lesson. Θα τα ξαναπούμε στο επόμενο μάθημα. Γεια, λέγομαι Χρυσή. Hi everybody, I'm Chrissy. Welcome to GreekPod101.com's ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά. The fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Greek. In the last 2 lessons, we learned how to count in Greek from 1 to 100. I hope you spend some time practicing the numbers because they will come in handy in this lesson. Why? Because we will learn how to go shopping in Greece. Before we go, you need to know how to say how much is it. Πόσο κάνει? Πόσο κάνει? Are you ready to go shopping in Greece? Let's go! You see something you like and want to ask the shopkeeper how much it costs. The first thing to say is παρακαλώ. Do you remember what that means? It means please, usually, but in this situation it means excuse me. Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτό? Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτό? The word αυτό we use in this phrase means it or this. We don't actually say the name of the object. If we want to be more specific, we must know if the object is feminine, masculine, or neuter, convert the word αυτό accordingly, and add the object itself. Let's say we are asking about a hat or a καπέλο. In Greek, a hat is neuter, so we will use the phrase αυτό το καπέλο. Let's try it. Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτό το καπέλο? Excuse me, how much is this hat? Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτό το καπέλο. And skirt is a feminine noun. Φούστα. Let's try that too. Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτή η φούστα? Excuse me, how much is this skirt? Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτή η φούστα? Finally, let's also try a masculine noun, like a lighter, αναπτήρας. Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτός ο αναπτήρας? Excuse me, how much is this lighter? Παρακαλώ, πόσο κάνει αυτός ο αναπτήρας? At this point, the shopkeeper will answer by saying the price like 15 ευρώ or 20 ευρώ. The word euro means, of course, euro, and as for the number, you already know that, don't you? In case you have forgotten, 15 means 15, and 20 means 20. Now it's time for Chris's insights. Even though it is not very polite, the fastest way to ask how much something costs is by saying the word αυτό, meaning it, and adding the word πόσο, meaning how much, like this. Αυτό, πόσο. In this case, even though you're using the neuter it, αυτό, you can also use it with masculine and feminine nouns. If you don't know the object's gender or you are in a hurry, you can do this. Greeks do it all the time. At this point, can you count euros in Greek? We are going to learn how to do this in the next lesson. After that, you'll have no excuse for not going out on a shopping spree in Greece. I'll be waiting for you in our next ελληνικά σε 3 λεπτά lesson. Θα τα ξαναπούμε στο επόμενο μάθημα.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.